Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the Honorable Miss Suharni MPD and all my beloved friends. Here, I will present my paper research about comparative study on student learning outcomes using virtual learning and face-to-face learning. I'm Silvia Yolanda from Session B, and please pay attention. Okay, for the first is background of the study. Advance in science and technology or IPTech, especially information and communication technology, are so fast. This progress certainly affects various areas of life, including education. ICT can be used to improve and develop the professional abilities of teachers as a learning resource in learning, as a learning interaction aid, and as learning platform according Dapticness 2004. The purpose research of this research is to know how the student learning outcomes when the teacher use virtual learning and do not any meeting in the school that usually the teacher use is by using face-to-face learning that usually and before we before pandemic era at this time. And with the little change of the method in teaching will not make a bad effect for the students. And for the next is the review of related literature. For the first is virtual learning. Virtual online learning media is a development of computer-based learning and virtual school, namely learning through computer media in the form of learning programs that present subject matter according to the curriculum that applies to school. This learning program can include aspects of presenting subject matter, practices and exercises, tutorials, simulation and games, which students can learn anytime and anywhere without using an internet by using internet connection. And for next is face-to-face learning. Face-to-face learning consists of straight rows of chairs facing a podium surrounded by pastel-colored walls makes student interaction difficult, does not stimulate the sense or the mind, and promotes rote learning. It is according Ramakrishnan and in 2012. So this face-to-face learning is like in normal situation in which the student and the teacher meet and doing the learning process in the class of the school. This face-to-face learning is the main method applied during teaching and learning process. The teacher had used various ways in delivering the knowledge in various teaching method and mode. Teacher broke extra material to get student attention and ensuring information is well delivered. For the last is student learning outcomes. Student learning outcomes is the result of learning that is obtained and visible to each student in the form of increased knowledge, increased experience, emergence of new experience, and changes in behavior or style for the better. According to Permendikbud number 65 of 2013, the assessment of the learning process use authentic assessment. This assessment assesses the readiness of students and the process and learning outcome as a whole. The combination of the three assessments can describe the instructional impact and the accompanying impact of the learning that is passed by the national education standard related to mechanisms, procedures, and instruments for assessing student learning outcomes. And for the last is research methodology. In this research was designed to identify the comparisons to the students' learning outcomes, use virtual learning and face-to-face learning at Mining Geology Department of SMK Negeri 1 Mandau. This research used quantitative research based on the aims and needs of the research. And as the kind of the research methodology, the researcher will share a questionnaire and will use a quasi-experimental design. In the quasi-experimental method, the researcher use a pre-test and post-test control group design, namely the combined design of the pre-test and post-test group design with static group comparisons. And then the researchers will analyze the data by using application EBSS to help make the result how the different of student learning outcomes in face-to-face learning and virtual learning. Okay, I think enough. That is about my paper research. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.